Question 6, page 219. Now listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
Today, I'll be talking about echolocation and the way the scientists that proved it used several different methods to do so. Echolocation is a technique used by some animals, such as bats, toothed whales, and dolphins, to determine what's in their surroundings. The animals emit clicking sounds or calls and then listen for the echoes from nearby objects to be reflected back to them. This allows the animal to form a map of what's around it. Okay, so that bats could do this was postulated over 200 years ago, but there wasn't definitive proof until the 20th century. Two scientists named Griffin and Galambos used both an old method and technology that had been recently invented at the time to prove that bats use echolocation. The first thing that they did was something that had been done long before, but they made more careful measurements of the results. They covered some bats' ears and observed how they flew. They confirmed that these bats were completely disoriented and crashed into objects much more often than bats who could hear. A second experiment involved a newly invented device that could detect very high-frequency sounds, much higher than humans can hear. They found that when the bats were flying, the device detected high-frequency sounds. It also measured the fact that the sounds were detected more often if the bat was approaching an object. That is, the bats made more calls as they got closer to an object they wanted to avoid. Finally, the two scientists used other new technology to measure how the cells in the inner ears of the bats respond to sounds. And they found that the bat's cells responded to sounds much higher than a human can hear. So, really, the best way to prove something is to do so in multiple ways.
Using points and examples from the lecture, explain how it was proven that bats use echolocation.